That's okay.
বাইরে বের করে দাও, দেওয়ার সময় ভেতরে দেবে, এইটার বর্ডারের বাইরে গেলে পড়ে যাবে।
Okay, sure. Sure, okay.
Okay, so these are different collections from the great Bhagavata text, which is considered the one of the greatest spiritual text of Hindu religion, of devotion. Mainly, it's not it is emphasized like devotion, but it is not that. But it is still, it is called, it is the greatest text of the Bhagavad, is the Bhakti school. So we have read that uh, to devote everything to God. There is nothing but God, only the ultimate goal of life. So one should give as offering unto that supreme being who is called Krishna, but the Vaishnavas are Narayana, Hari. These are the different names of that absolute God who manifests in the human form. One should give up as one's own sacrifice, his own charities. You are doing austerities, you are doing japa practice, you are doing anything you love, you're very dear, near and dear, whatever great thing you feel about that, your wife, your children, your properties, even your life, that everything should be dedicated to God, that Krishna, that Hari, who is the one substance of the universe.
Is he Satchit Ananda plus Maya?
Yeah,
Krishna?
yeah. Whenever,
Satchitananda plus Maya.
right, incarnation is Maya, but there is a difference.
Yes.
We are bound by Maya, Satchidananda plus Maya, but we are bound by Maya.
Yes.
We have no freedom. But Narayana, God Himself, is not bound. But He willingly enters into this Maya, His own Maya. And controlling His own Maya, He becomes a subject, as it were. He looks like He's born in this world. He works like us, He talks like us, He cries like a baby Krishna crying for mother, playing like the children as the other children play. But it's all divine, all divine, all divine. And the glory purpose of this is to destroy the negative persons or spirits or people, whoever there, and to establish the righteousness. But you may put a question, naturally, he can do it without being born. Why? He is the God of the universe. If he wishes it, everything is coming out by his simple mere wish. What it makes a difference? Why he had to come back here as a human being and be born and then cry and weep and leave and talk like that? Why Ramakrishna came and crying and weeping, oh mother, give your vision, I am your child. What is the need of that much suffering? He is God Himself. And also, why he has to have cancer? Why he has to break his arm and cry and weep like any ordinary person? Why Krishna will be say, Ma, I didn't eat maine makhan khaya nahi. I didn't take makhan. No, I didn't take the butter. Mother said, I see that butter is here. Open your mouth, let me see. And the baby opens the mouth. And mother sees the whole cosmic galaxies and everything in this little mouth of the. So then mother understood, oh my God. And then again it becomes like a child and start crying. No? So this is the why he does all this. It is called the Leela. This divine play he does. And remembering people in thousands and thousands of years, and they get liberated because thinking of the God in the purest form. No? Ramakrishna walking, remember, think of a boy, a child, walking on the um, rice field. In between the two plot of lands, there is a little margin which separates the plot of this person and that person. And people walk through that. And when they're walking, and he was going, and suddenly he saw a white cranes, flock of crane, and deep darkness behind that cloud of raining cloud. And seeing this, and he fell down and lost outer consciousness. Huh? Say people thought that it is in the ghost, some ghost has entered. These all play. Why? See, this incident happened in a day. We people will remember thousands of years. Any devotee who was thinking of God, how God is born, how he walks, behaves like that, remembering those divine glories, their heart will be pure. How many people can think of the God, the Absolute? These are all opportunities for a person to think of the glory of the divine and make the mind pure in every breath, every second, thinking of God pure and purer and purer and purer. So this is the greatness. That's why it is said God has accepted by his Samaya. In the Shankara in his commentary, the Bhagavad Gita says, such a Bhagavan, that Bhagavan who is Ajo Pishan, who has no birth, who cannot be born. He is infinite. How he can be born? Ajo Pishan Abhaya Atma. Abhaya Atma. He is imperishable Atma. Being that, Bhutanu Jigrikshaya, to be compassionate to the created being like us, Bhutanu Anujigriksha, by to show compassion, to redeeming us. Samaya, by his own Maya. No one can bind him. Maya cannot bind Brahman. Cloud cannot cover the sun. But cloud is created by the sun. Without sun, the cloud will be created. Sun is there, that's why the water gets heated, vaporized, goes and forms the cloud. And such is the play of the Lord that this cloud created by sun covers the sun. And we think sun is hidden. So this is the mystery of Maya. So God takes this Maya by own volition. No one can force. But only Bhuto Anujikrikshaya Samaya Dehobanivo Jato Ivo Kurban Lakshati. He appears to be Dehoban, like a body. Jato Ivo, as if he is born. Baby is born and cry. It's like a baby, another like baby. Jato Ivo Kurban Lakshati. It is found that he does all this behavior. So for the good of humanity, yes, Maya, but we are bound by Maya. We have no exception. I have no freedom. I'll have to be here. I have to suffer all this because my mad karma. But God has no karma. He only comes out of his love. So that's why in the verse number 77 we read the other day, Ishtam dattam tapo japtam vittam jachatmana priyam daran grihan sutan pranan parasmai nivedanam. So Ishtam, whatever you like, Ishtam. Ishtam. Dattam, you want to give charity, give gift. Dattam. Tapo, you are doing austerity. Practice. I am fasting today. I am doing japa so much. I am night time, I will not sleep today. I will be awakened in Shivaratri time. These are called tapas, austerity, penance. Whatever you are doing, all offer it to God. And other activities, so sacrifice, charities, so everything, even daran, grihan, sutan, your own wife or your husband, your children, your home, everything, parasmai nivedanam. That is to be offered to that Supreme Lord, Krishna. And then he continued in the 78th verse that those who are averse to the Lord are overpowered by his Maya. Those who have no inkling for love for God, They are very unfortunate people in the world. Being born in this life, they have no love for God. It is an animal life. It is meaningless life, purposeless life. So it is said, those who are averse to the Lord are overpowered by his Maya. Why it does? Because of the cover. See, cloud covers their vision. And they are unfortunate. And consequently, as a result, they forget their own nature and spirit and think themselves as bodies. That's called Asuras. Who are Asuras? Asuras, we normally think they are some special type of animal or a being who will have 20 arms and 30 eyes and this and that. It's a human being. Among the human beings who have too much body consciousness, as a result, I will eat, I will sleep, I will dominate my money, my house, me, 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 me. That is called the Ashura. Dehatmobad. And who is Shura? Devata. Among human beings who have less body idea and think of the glory of God. So, endowed with body consciousness, these people, they see duality in the shape of forces opposed to them and become subject to the fear of destruction. Being away from God, thinking they are only the body, see all of our suffering. When you think you are little, then you are in frightened that you will die. If you ever could think, I am child of the Lord, how much strength and power will come? What can shake you? And Vedantic idea, I am everything. Forget that if you don't go up to that far. But if you understand who is God, God is the creator by whose twinkling eye, often eye, the cosmos, millions, billions stars are created. The whole creation goes to dissolution, comes out of the void. That is God. And you have taken refuge in that God. If you can think that, I may be poor, I may be weak bodily, I am supported by that Lord, Lord of the universe. So, if that is subject to, you don't get fear. Facing thousand terrors and death, you can be fearless. So long you know, I belong to God. God is there to take care of. But otherwise, you die every moment. Every moment is death. Oh, I'm losing this. Oh, I may lose it. My money may go. My youth may go. My friendship may go. But it matters. What can go? You belong to God. God is all. God is full. There is nothing to lose, nothing to fear about. So fear goes away. So to avoid fear in Vedantic way, dvitiyad vai bhayam bhavati. As long as you see another person, you are fearful. Another person, you may be jealous. Another person, you may think that, he's my enemy. He is my friend even. But if you know, I'm a child of God, and everyone is God's child, to whom to fear? Whom to fear? So this power comes. So fear comes out of duality. Of course, we are talking this philosophy also of duality. But this duality, the not normal way of duality, is a different thing. Fear comes because I think I am alone. In the planet, I am alone. I will be destroyed. Someone can hit me. Someone can take away my loving element. I love you. You may be taken away from me by somebody else. This is the human weakness. And that is the fear. But if one understands that I am a child of God, God belongs to me, I belong to God. So all this fear will go. So those who are covered by ignorance, bhayang ditya obhiniveshata, because they are obhinivishta, attached to the body identity. That's why it is this viparjaya smriti, That smriti is forgotten, his own dignity. I am child of God. I am pure. I have the support from that tremendous power, which is the source of all manifestation in the universe. This forgetting that all this thing is coming. Therefore, a man should always serve with single-hearted and loving devotion the Supreme Lord, who is at once the teacher, the Guru, the deity, Devata, and the self. Guru Devata Atma, Bhaktoi Keshang Guru Devata Atma, Abhajet. Bhajet means bhajana, should worship. Means till you die, till the end, you do bhajana. Bhajet, that three things: Guru, Devata, and Atma. Guru, who teaches us, the Atma, who is my support. See, Vedanta, we are reading Bhakti school. It is a Bhakti book, but they are not getting out of Vedanta. What is using Atma? What is that Atma? My pure divine nature. Atma and Devata, my Ishta Devata. Ishta Devata is Krishna. Ishta Devata may be Rama. They are all manifestation of the Lord Krishna or Lord Narayana, the cosmic Brahman plus its own power. So the purpose of life should be then to bhajan, to do till you die. Only call upon God. Sri Ramakrishna said, day and night, think of God, meditate on God, talk about God. Manmana bhavo Gita, mad bhakto bhavo, mad jaji mang namaskuru, mame vaishyashi yuktaivam. What is that? Who can remember? No? No one can tell Gita.
Rene is not coming anymore.
Yeah, he's saturated with God, bhakti.
Yeah.
So manmana bhavo mad bhakto bhavo. Manmana bhava mad bhakto majjaji mang namaskuru. Yuktaivam evam atma. If one can manmana bhavo mad bhakto bhavo mad jaji jajan and mang namaskuru, you salute. You want to salute? Don't salute anyone but me. That's why we say salute. I show you respect. You don't show respect to a flesh and bone. Behind that, who is there? Mang namaskuru হয়ে গেছে, তারপরে কি? বয়স্যসি মামেবেশ্বইসে সত্যং te pratijani piyosime. So you are my very dear. Satyang te pratijani. I am telling you with a vow and oath. That's really, really, truly I am saying. You'll be cured. You'll be freed from all afflictions. So, this was the...
I have a question, Swamiji. Is Brahma, the creator, also God? And Vishnu is also God? And Maheshwara is also God?
The three aspects of the same reality. Hindu perspective is much deeper. They are everywhere. They come here, there are sit. They are much more you can think of God manifested in how many ways, infinite number, and they have think that God, okay, the creation is fine, so somebody should be in charge of creation. It's division of power. Everything goes in the name of the president, but president does what? He orders the military, go and bomb. Boom. He does not do. He's sitting in his cabinet or in his room. So this is the different aspects, and people can think of God, the power, the creation power, destruction power, and maintenance, the power of maintaining the whole universe, balancing. So these three aspects of the same power. It is power. Anyhow.
It's a different way of thinking about it.
Yeah. Acha. Now, obstacles to devotion in the words of Ramadeva. You have to know what is the background of it. So, even if we don't know, we can go to the verse itself. Again, numberless instances of interference by the gods to spoil the efforts of the ambitious mortals to gain high seats in heaven are narrated in the Puranas. In the mundane affairs, the same clashing of interests leads to opposition on the part of vested interests, again the admission into the ranks of those who are considered inferior owing to race, color, and creed. History repeats itself, or to state more correctly, mythology joins hands with history in mutual exposition of the policy and even events affecting the interest of the lower and higher spheres. Notwithstanding the attractiveness of comparison, it is not desirable to enter into the current politics for illustration. Enough has been noted here to suggest the details of this comparison. What he is saying that there, even if you want, there is a great obstacle. What is the great obstacle? Great obstacle in spiritual life is that when you worship God, the one God, you love God, and the heavenly or controller like Hindu gods, as you are talking about, Hindu gods have different control points. Rain, who controls the rain? It's called the Varuna Devata. Huh? Varun. Indra, Varun. Huh? Varun is there.
Rain god Maharaj. Rain god.
Anyhow, so they are named like that, Varuna. Acha. Then you got storm, Pavana Devata. Some power. So all these powers are limited power of the infinite. But they didn't love God for God's sake. They didn't have bhakti. They did austerity. They prayed to God. Oh God, I am doing austerity. Give me the power, then I can be the king. I get the position of the senator. You become a senator. You spend money. You become popular. Work hard day and night. And then you become a senator. So, there are different people in the world. They worship God. But someone bhakti, mukti, someone wants power. Ravana. He did a tremendous austerity and prayer. It is not that anyone can do as he did. But what is the result? Net result? Result is that, hey, you can move another step yourself, Panikar, on your left side, so that she can come close. Go, you are putting your face this way, that way. See, I can see everyone. So, what happens? These gods become jealous. When someone is doing tremendous austerity, this type of people, they'll think, oh my God, he's doing so much austerity. He's gaining the power. Probably my seat will be taken away. So they come to tempt them, to create delusion in their mind so that they don't do much practice. Right? Just like uh, competitive people by intelligence, by fraud, try to digress a person's attention. No. So this is the point, the Anna Devata, that's why temptation comes. Who can ignore those temptations? Choices temptations come. You can ignore, but I don't care for this. I want God. I want. Ramakrishna said, you do spiritual practice, you will get occult powers. You see, so many yogis are showing some miracles. It is nothing important. It is not that you cannot have it. You can also have it. You want it? Go. And what is the result? You will get clapping of so many people. Ha ha ha, he is a powerful, he yogi, He can touch and do things. He can see, not see, and tell your fortune. Huh? That is a power. That's yoga vibhuti. In the vibhuti path, it is said that it is the vibhuti, strength and power. And Raja Yoga gives a great example that you do this and get this, do this and get this, do this and this type of austerity, end result is this. But a bhakta does not want that. Bhakta wants that he should be free from all these obstacles. And how to get it? When obstacles come, you will have the courage to say, I don't care. Say, there are many Puranic stories, no? The yogis are meditating and some temptation come and they fall. Buddha's life, great temptation. He ignored that mar came mar. Christ's life, temptation, to digress them because they think, oh my God, he is doing so much austerity, so much power, then with that power he will take my position and I will be ousted. Like human being, human jealousy. That's why God's position is not very good. They are very jealous of each other. Indra, Chandra, Varuna. That's why Puranic story sometimes it confuses our mind. That they are great yogis, they are all gods, but why they are so jealous? There are so many Puranic stories. But here that part is to be, you have to take care of it. Now,
people are doing austerity for knowledge of Brahman, then they don't have any obstacle.
no, obstacle will come, but it is not, he is not bound by that. He knows these are obstacles. I don't care for it. I don't want. If you say I don't want, suppose someone brings you 1 lakh, $100,000. Now, whether black money or this money or that money, it is brought and you become $1 million and you will be running, jumping. Okay, take it. But if you say I don't care, so where it will go? To say that, that is called renunciation. Bhakta should have tremendous renunciation. We think bhakti is so easy. Bhakti is not so easy. Bhakti is renunciation, tremendous renunciation is necessary. The courage to say, I don't care for anything but love for God. Love for God is tremendously important. Mirabai, look at that. Mirabai had the courage and strength to give up everything, her life. How much problems she had to face, how much challenges she had to face. But what for? Only loving God. So that power is to be understood. That this is the bhakti is not so easy. You must have to have the strength to say no to the worldly things. If you want God, that's a God and mammon cannot go together. No? If you want, you cannot put one leg here and one leg another boat. You cannot cross like that. Two boats going in two directions. No? You say, I want this, I want that also. You cannot do that. The boat will apart and you will sink into it. So that spiritual life is life of dedication. And when tremendous love for God comes, then you feel disconnected with the world. That does not mean anything. That's why people sometimes say, I don't find any purpose of life. I have money. I have become good in my position. I earned so much name or I have so much things, but I don't find any meaning of it. No? When that meaninglessness comes, that means you find no interest in it. So, so much, so much attachment to God is detachment to the world. As much attachment, so much detachment. You can have emphasize two sides. You can say, I want to detach, I not this, I don't like it, Vedantic path. Or Bhakti path is, I attach to God. Today more, little more, little more, little more. As much as you are attaching, you are detaching from other things. It's a very simple thing. Yeah, so Ramakrishna's example, if you move from east to west, if you put one step to the west, you are off. one step from the east, is it not? So bhakti is I love God, move towards God. And as you move towards God, as much as you have moved, that much you have given up your attraction and importance and values of the world and worldliness. Me and mine, my happiness, my pleasure. Huh? So, 79 verse, let us read. Twang sevatam. Who is doing that? Twang sevatam surakrita bahubhuvantaraya swoko bilaghya paramam brajatang padang te nanya sabarhisi balin dadatah swabhagan dhatte padang tamavita yadi vigna murdne. Those devotees of yours who seek your divine state. Journey is not so easy. And in the Upanishad it says, Kshurasya dhara nishitha durattaya durgang pathastat kavayo vadanti. The Kobi means the seers of truth, the knowers of God. They say, you want to travel in the spiritual life? It is like a walking on the edge of the sharp razor. Razor, how sharp? And now sharpened now. That means it is not that the edge has become a little blunt. It's not made very very sharp. And you have to walk over it. How much attention you should have to give in spiritual life. A little inadvertence can make you fall down. So those devotees of yours who seek the divine state, they meet with many obstructions caused by the devas. These devas, because they are jealous themselves, they have come to that position like the politicians, those who have gone in a position, bad politician, I'm not talking about the good politician. So by many means, how much in India we know all these communist politicians, these that what they do by how whatever means they can by stealing vote, by changing the ballot box to altogether and putting their stamped ballot. Because why? Why are you doing that? Because you are fearful that you may not get it, someone is getting, so compete. And they bribe people. In India, poor people, they used to get bribed. Hey, villagers, they don't know anything. They say, oh, I'll give you, every person will get 10 rupees. And those days, 10 rupees is a big thing. And will take you to only stamp in this mark. And they go and put their thumb impression. In those days, or they do not sign even. Anyhow, chappa, we call chappa. And then temptation. I will give you this, I will make your village road clear, I will sink a well here. Poor people, they think this Babu will do after becoming a senator. And when he becomes senator, he never comes to the village. But they are always jealous like that. So they who know that they would be surpassing them and their heavenly region in attaining your state. No? Going to the Lord and living in God. Gods and goddesses are in lower level. Lovers who live with God, they are much above. They live in the consciousness. That's why in this world also, who is rich? Ramakrishna is rich. Or some millionaire, billionaire of his time was rich. Many billionaires, even today, all the time in the world, there are billionaires. Who remembers them? But everyone remembers Rama. Everyone remembers Krishna. Christ, who has no home. Everyone remembers Christ. Everyone remembers Sri Chaitanya, Nanaka, Surdas, this Mirabai, Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Everyone remembers them. So who is rich? Your money will make you remember. So real rich is that who has reached that region above all achievements, accomplishments. So the heavenly regions, in attaining, they think that, oh my God, they will probably take over our position because by their austerity they earn such merit, so I will be ousted. So that's why they cause difficulties in the spiritual journey with different types of bringing temptations. But those who give the devas the offering due to them through fire sacrifices do not meet with such obstacles. But if they come, give their respect. Okay, you are great, Baba. I don't want to get your position. You come, okay, I adore. So give their share of reverence and quota. Huh? When Mughals came to conquer the country, what they did? With sword and this and that. And those who beforehand said, okay, I take surrender. So they are not slaughtering. So you surrender. You are just spiritual sadhaka. You, if you are to do, honor them, respect them, give them their share of puja. That's why, when your daily puja goes on in the temple, main worship goes for, say, Krishna, Ramakrishna. But all the time goes on to give this God and that God and that God and that God flower. So many gods, Guru, Ganesh, Panchadevata, Shiva, Durga, Agni, Maneshwara, Shiva, all these different, Saraswati, then all these different gods and goddesses, we give their share everyone. That's why. Why you do that? Because you please them, they will think he is not an obstacle to me. He does not want anything, but he's surrendering already. So that's the reason in the main puja, before reaching the main puja, you do all offering to all the gods. Because they are holding positions, big positions. So you give them honor and they think that he's not trying to take my seat. So let him go. Being happy, let him go.
So, I thought that everybody is like Sarvadevananda, Sarupaya, Sri Ramakrishna, so different forms of Sri Ramakrishna you are worshipping and worshipping Sri Ramakrishna in that form also.
That you are thinking, but from this perspective, you are offering their due quota. Ultimately, Brahman is alone. Sarvadeva Devi Swarup Sri Ramakrishna, Sarvadeva Devi Swarup Krishna, Sarvadeva Devi Swarup Rama. The Rama devotees will say, he is my all in all. Tameva pita cha mata tameva, tameva bandhuscha shakha tameva, tameva vidya dravinam tameva, tameva sarvam mama deva deva. So that for each Ishta Devata will be like that. And that is the Jnani aspect, Jnani perspective. But it is talking about in the practical life of the bhaktas, these obstacles come. So for that reason, you give the share of your honor and respect to the respective deities. And then it will be. But nowadays, modern time has changed. People don't think so much. They keep their own Ishta Devata and worship. But previous tradition was there. So many gods and goddesses. Even you go to traditional home, you will find or in the altar, how many gods and goddesses are there? And Ganesha is there, Shiva is there. Which Shiva? Panchamukha Shiva, Trimukha Shiva, or the stone Shiva, or Narayana Shila is there, Narayana form is there. Different, as many variety. That is the beauty of Indian spirituality. You may have your own, how many you like. So it says, therefore, your devotees who have you as their protector, however, surmount all such obstacles in the end. No, don't worry, they will cross these obstacles. So the other people, they propitiate the small gods. But who has no business for anyone, only I love God, the absolute, only for God, then what will happen? they will not be able to touch, because if you know that this man is connected with the Lord directly, they don't try to disturb him. Other small people who are there, small fries, they will have to please this person, that person, and move on. But if you say that, no, no, I am not connected, I am connected with the boss, main boss of the world. So they will let you go. They will not stop you because you are not hankering for the position also. Your goal is not there. You are going to Satchidananda manifested through Maya, that is Saguna Brahma. Now, Kangsha on the value of dedicated work. This is from C1. There's a collection of different verses. This verse we read, 11th chapter, book, 4th chapter, 10th verse. Next verse is 11th chapter, 11th book, 5th chapter, 2 and 3 verses. Now let us read that 80-81. Mukho bahur upadebhyo purushasya shramai shaha chatvaro jaggire varna gunoir vipradaya prithak yaevang purushang sakshat atma prabhavamishwaram na bhajanti abhujananti sthana bhrashta patanti adhaha. They fall down, go down. Who cannot understand this philosophy that the four varnas, varnaha chatvaro, the four varnas beginning with the brahmanas, as we know, four varnas, brahman, kshatriya, vaishya, shudra, varnas, and the four ashramas, purushasya ashramai, four ashrama. What is ashrama? Brahmacharya ashrama, Garhastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama, and Sannyasa ashrama. These four varnas and four ashramas. So the four varnas beginning with Brahmana and the four ashramas of the stages of life pertaining to them have sprung from the face, arm, thighs, and feet of the Supreme Being. It is making as if God is like a human being. Brahmana is coming from the head. Because Brahmana always live in scriptural studies and things. The brain of the society. Intellectuals, they are the brain of the society, is it not? The whole country is run by few intellectuals, powerful intellectual people. They control the whole society. And that's why it is they have sprung from the face. It's face, I'm saying head, it says face. Then arms. Arms are the kshatriya, power, fight, to protect. Arms. Kshatriya, vaishya. Vaishya is business. To run a society, good. If there is no business, society cannot survive. So it is like a thigh and the feet of those people who work, working class people. So they all came from one supreme being. They are considered as if the face, and next is the thighs, arms, thighs, and feet. The Virata Purusha, you can call the cosmic God. You compare with him, the whole universe running with the four varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmin, the warrior community, Shudra, the Vaishya, the business community, and the working class. These four. And these four stages of life, the student life, the married life, the retired life, and the sannyasa or total renunciation, life of renunciation. So these are correspondingly, if you match together, they are considered to be the brain and then, no, not the brain, face. They're saying face. Strength is the hand, thighs, and the feet. That means considering a human personality, you can think this is that means all together is God. God is not minus Brahmins or not minus Sudras. It is not minus your working class people or business class people, or not minus the sannyasa life or the brahmacharya life, or God is not there in the household life, married life. No, it is not. It is all inclusive. It is He. So this gives a holistic view of life. So the division of the varnas is based on the qualities. Those who do not adore the Supreme Being, their source, but disregard Him by failing to do their respective duties as offering unto Him and to practice devotion in their ways, go down in the scale of evolution. In the life, if you don't follow the disciplines of your duties, avowed duties, you are a brahmachari, you are a student, student's duties. You are a married couple or married husband, wife. You have a duty. If you don't do that duty and try to do the other duty, you are a monk. You have your duty. If you give up that duty and do something, then you are disturbing the whole society. So that emphasis of the dharma has been given. It's called the Bhagavata dharma. Dharma as prescribed by this Bhagavat. What is the Bhagavat dharma? It is you do your avowed duty. Whatever is your duty, you do. Suppose you say, oh, that type of society is not there. No, that type of society still persists. You are a professor. You are a business person. People do. So you can classify yourself. And in that range, what is the proper way to do? And as a service to God. That is the point. Look at that. Adore the Supreme Being, their source. Do not adore the Supreme Being through their dharma, through their varna. Understand the point? It's a very, very important factor to understand the Vedic dharma, Vedic religion. Vedic religion is based on this principle. You regard God or you disregard God. You disregard if you don't follow the norms prescribed. You are a Brahmin. Brahmin does not mean a sacred trade. Brahmin means Brahmin equality. If you have the Brahmin, you are taking a monastic life. So you have your duties. Follow that, and through that you serve God. Understand this point? To serve God in the stage of life. You are a Vanaprastha life. That's a different life. Lead that way. Through that you reach God. Oh, what is the beautiful verse of Bhagavad Gita? Sve sve avirato, sve sve avirato. It is one of the most important parts of the Bhagavad Gita. That engaging yourself in your own duties of the life and phase of life, Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, or your stage of life, Brahmacharya, Garhastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. Sakarmanatam abharcha, Siddhing Bindati Manava. The beautiful verse of the Bhagavad Gita. It explains the whole Bhagavad Dharma. Swakarmana, by your own karma, according to your position in life. If you have taken the position of a teaching job, with that swakarma, by your own karma, tam abharcha, tam means that Lord. You are serving that Lord. Think that everything I am doing to please the Lord through my teaching profession. You are a doctor, so you should have that philosophy that I am serving God through this profession. You are an engineer, you think that your engineering is a profession. But through this profession, this action, I am serving God. See, come to the point. Swakarmana tam abhyarcha, obhi archa. Archa means worship. Archa means serve. Serve from all corners. That reality. So karmanatama. And then Gita said, Siddhing Bindati Manava. Human personality, human being will attain the perfection. There are many stories that the simple some women who have no opportunity to study Vedas, they are doing their whole life as a service to God with that attitude. There are many stories in our Puranas that we find that, or in the history also, that they attain to the highest gift by serving. You look at India, our mothers, our grandma, and they, how great spiritual personalities are being born. Look at that Swami Vivekananda's mother. What a mother! All the values Swami Vivekananda says, I got from my mother. All the greatest values. Because he has the receptibility to gap, and mother has the power to give. Which mother went to which college? What education she got? In those days, there is no scope of education. Even you are born in any family. Exceptional case accepting that. Look at Ramakrishna's mother. What is it? Mother did what she did. Look at her life. Mother is thinking, oh, my son has not come yet. She has gone to do some pujanam, worship into someone's home. It is noon is past. It is becoming 1 o'clock. And she is waiting, doing her dharma. I am mother. The son is there. And I have cooked food. He's not there. So we look at the Indian families. In Indian families, people cannot think of eating unless the children are fed, husband is fed, everyone fed, and they're the last person. And when they go, it is how much they eat. They don't get their share also. It becomes such. But see, by that dharma, they are reaching that goal. So swakarmana, that is the idea here. Swakarmana tamabharcha. So, Yata pravittir bhutanam Sakarmana tamabharcha siddhing bindati mano. Very good. Thank you. Those who do not adore the Supreme Being, their source, but disregard Him by failing to do their respect. How disregard? You are disregarding God. Why? Because you are performing thing, but not through God. Sri Ramakrishna says, deification. Through God. Do everything. Minus God is worldliness. With God is spirituality. Ramakrishna said, a minus God is zero. With God, it becomes 10, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. No? All zeros get value. So, put God. Through God. It is all worship. Morning till now, whatever you have done, if you can think, I did it for God only. To please God. To grow in love with God. Then you have succeeded. By failing to do their respective duties and offering unto Him and to practice devotion in other ways, go down in the scale of evolution. They go down in the scale of evolution. Now, Pingala on the supremacy of the devotion in Kali Yuga. Pingala, you know that prostitute lady, there is a story in the Bhagavad. Pingala says the story is there that she is waiting for the whole night to some people will come, and then he's but waiting. In Bhagavad it is said he's waiting and no one comes. Then he goes to the door and find and then comes back and dozes up and again goes, again come, again goes, again come and being totally tired. Sukhang sapiti. When she gave up the desire, and as soon as she gave up the desire, she was perfectly freed from all anxieties, expectation, restlessness. Give up the desire. This is the key point of spirituality. We always hold on to something and blame others. It is like, somebody is embracing the tree and says, oh, tree is not leaving me, where can I go? You are embracing the tree. Get out. We bind our own hand, no? And say, Ami noyone bashano madhya. There is this beautiful song. Oh Lord, you are everywhere, no? Acho onole, onile, in the water, in the fire, in the sky, in the moon, in everything beautiful, in the creepers and in the trees and in everywhere you are. Ami, what I did, I have done this. Noyone Boshana, I climbed like that. And I'm saying, oh Lord, where are you? I'm not seeing you. When shall I see you? Ah, come in my life. And we are doing. Huh? So he says, Ami noyone boshano madhya. In my eyes, I have covered it with my eyes. And আমি দেখি নাই কিছু, I don't see anything. আমি বুঝি নাই, I don't understand anything. Oh Lord, thou he dekhai. Oh, be kind. Show me where are you, how are you. Are give up attachment for other things. Take your hands off. The glue is attached in my hand. Take out your hand. The mental desire is the glue. Expectation is the glue. Get out. So it is said that desire is to be abandoned. Huh? So now the Pingala. Pingala, what is saying? After his experience, her experience, it is probably her statement. What she says? Ghore kuli yuge prapte sarva dharma vivarjite vasudeva paramartyaha te kritartha na sangshayaha সংসারো কূপে পতিতম বিষয়ার মুষিতে ক্ষণম গ্রস্ত কালা গ্রস্তং গ্রস্তং কালা হিনাত মানম কো অন্যস্ত্রাতুমিহেশ্বরা. In this degenerated age of Kali Yuga, in our time, no, how much attraction, how much distraction. Huh? So what will you do when all religions, observances and ethical conduct have disappeared from the society? Look at that. Where is the righteous living standard of thinking? Hey, open the TV, open thing, all distraction, distraction, distraction. Bombardment with all these things which takes away our vital energy. So in this condition, conduct have disappeared, ethical conduct. Those who are wholeheartedly devoted to Vasudeva will certainly attain the goal of moksha. In this, only that's why in this Kali Yuga, only think of God, love God. Ramakrishna said, Saran Manan, just remember and think that He is there, He is with me, and connect with Him through every action. Who else except Vasudeva the Lord, no? The Supreme Lord can save the jivas like us, no? Who have fallen into the well of samsara with their eye of discrimination blinded. We have no eye of discrimination. I cannot separate out. When the world, if we go out, then we cannot think of what is right and wrong. You have to see that present generation, the children are being born before the television. What discrimination they will do? From the childhood they are given to gun and fight and killing and this and that. So what ideal they will get it? In this situation, who can save the jivas who have fallen into the well of samsara with their eyes of discrimination blinded by hankering for the sense objects and with the poisonous serpent of the time biting them? Click, 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 click. Our life span is every minute. We say, oh, the child is grown. No one says child is already approached death. 1 year already approached. We are, oh, I am now 75. You may, that means few years. The quota is given. Click, 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 ending. Soon, ending. So these are the 4 factors he has given. The well of samsara, the samsara is like a well. If you get into it, there is no way to come out, as it were. No? And what is the way to come out? Take the name of the Lord. and then with their eyes of discrimination blinded. Even the intelligent people make wrong choices. Why? Because there is no discrimination, analysis. And if we do the analysis, it cannot stand there, we cannot hold on there. Because another thing comes, and people give so much inspiration to do wrong things. Every day you see, use credit card. Are use credit card good? I use. When I use it is good. But when I am to repay, then is the problem. Who will repay? We'll have to repay. The payment is to be given back. So this is the point, this inspiration. Previously what people used to do in early days, even when we are children, cut your cloth according to your cut the cloth according to your cut the
coat
according to your cloth. Say, cut the coat according to your cloth. But what we do? We take the cloth. Coat is how we do, forget. Whatever is necessary, take more. People used to adjust. Okay, I have this much money. I will manage with this. No? But now, oh, they have got, I have no money. But Rinam Kritya Gritang Pivet. The Charbak philosophy. Go and borrow. This Rinam Kritya Gritang Pivet is the philosophy of credit card. They didn't say credit card, but it is credit card philosophy. You have no money, go on loan with high percentage of interest. In those days, yeah, people used to take high interest rate and then enjoy, and now suffer. So this is the second point. Discrimination is blinded. And hankering for, why are you discrimination? Because attraction has come, which takes away our mind to have something to hold on. Hankering, craving. It's not material, even psychological, even emotional. These are very dangerous things. At anything we are hankering, there is the danger. We are bound slaves. No one can take away our suffering. And the poisonous serpent of time. Time is such. The Tantalus' hell. There is a story like that. A man fell down into such a place and suddenly found that where he is standing. He's standing behind. In the bottom, there are all, in the well, there are all serpents. Or some poisonous, what you call, insects and things. And he's looking at everything and he's thirsty. So suddenly he thinks that a drop of water is coming. He's putting his tongue and he said that the snake is putting the poison. So this is a Tantalus' hell, it's called. So this world, who feels is Tantalus' hell? That person is have the right in discrimination, understands this world cannot give you peace. This man cannot give you peace. This money cannot give you peace. So what should he do? Should he commit suicide? No. Go through it, but only hold on to the feet of the Lord. Sri Ramakrishna said, one hand, hold the feet of the Lord, another hand, work. Work and worship. Work and worship. Work as worship. Work is worship. The other book translates this verse like this. Ghore Kali Yuge. Ghore Kali. Okay. In the terrible Kali Yuga, men will forsake all religious rites, ceremonies and observances. They who are given the devotion of Vasudeva as assured of this salvation. Who else than Vasudeva can save men who, blinded by the attraction of pleasure, have fallen in the deep well of worldly life and then devoured by the python, that is the time. Okay, so we can end here.
So we'll see you for
Acha, now next week probably next week we'll have no class unless we Mahajagananda agrees to give at least 1 month class. I'm leaving on Tuesday.
20 morning.
20 morning.
Okay,
Huh?
Jama,
The next
Janta
class will be this class will be on 8th of August.
8th of August, I'll come back for my next class.
Is that a Tuesday, right? Yeah. Okay, so that will be a class day.
Okay, so,
Excuse me.
hey,